The first card you have your past is the Emperor. Okay. Okay, this feels like protection. That's what I'm getting here, protection. Wanting to protect yourself. I think there's someone you wanted to protect yourself from. But of course, a lot of the time, Aries people, you'll protect yourself by battling, going on the offense against, who you protect yourself from. It's like, just like this Emperor with his suit of armor, you kind of, instead of just going into a retreat when you protect yourself, you go on the attack. And I think there is someone around your energy. A lot's happened between you and this person. I think this might be an ex. I'm not sure. It looks like a love connection, an ex-love connection. Yeah, I'm seeing some third parties here. There's a big lingering energy that just kind of stayed and stayed around you. Of course, with Aries and with the Emperor as a personality, your way of getting over something or working through something, and trying to move forward is to just work and battle your way through things. I'm going to work my way through this. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to force my way through this. That's the kind of thing I'm getting here. That's what the Emperor's like. And you have, you've battled your way out up to a certain point, I think. You're coming across as super strong here, and that's like the classic Aries. Yeah, there's a feeling of, okay, right, I'm going to work so hard. You just watch me. I'm going to work so hard. I'm going to rise up. You won't be able to touch me. I'll be up there really high. You'll be down there in the dirt watching me. Look how amazing I am. That's the kind of thing I'm getting here. Really pure Aries kind of thing. But I think there's also a part of you, maybe a secret part, don't be angry. There's a part that maybe you think, oh, wait until they see how much better I am. They'll regret it. They'll regret doing this to me. Wait till they see this. So there's that kind of thing. And I get like that too. I totally understand that. But that's pure Emperor. The Emperor seems like this great, big, serious person who knows everything. But really what's inside him is, I don't feel good enough, or not I don't feel good enough, but it's like, oh, I don't quite feel, I'm going to make myself better. Better than what I am now, and I'll show you. So there's that kind of thing. I'm getting teaching here. I think you actually taught this person a lot that you're with. I don't know whether you realize that or not, but I think they learned a lot from you. Whether that's directly or indirectly, I don't know. It might be just the way you were, might be something you did, but they learned from you. I'm seeing that here too. I actually think this person might still be on your mind, actually. I think they might be. I think this battling, I'm going to do this, I'm going to move forward, all that, I'm going to be better. I think it might be bringing you back to them, actually, in your mind, if that makes sense. It's like it's bringing you back to the memory of them. And I don't think you mean to do that. You're trying to battle your way away from them, but you're kind of battling your way to them, if that makes sense, because they're on your mind. It's like, if you're thinking, I want to get better than them, I want to show them, you're not saying, I want to show nobody. You're saying, I want to show them. So your thoughts are on them, even though you're battling. So that's kind of what I've got there as well. So just keep that in mind. I think if this is you, I think you'll eventually get to the point where, you're not interested in what they think. You don't care what they're doing or what they're thinking. And, you're probably thinking, I don't care what they think right now. You're probably thinking, I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. But I am getting their energy around you. There is some of their energy still around you, whether that's in anger, whether that's in love, whatever that is. You might even be thinking, oh, I hope terrible things happen to them. That's still concentrating on them. That's just still thinking about them. That means they're still in your energy. So, that's what I'm getting. So keep that in mind if this is how you're feeling. I'm also getting, something completely different. Organization around you in general, and in your work, but I think in general as well. Lots of organizing. You might have been fixing things up in your house, moving things around, all of that kind of thing. It actually feels a little bit, I have to say, it's a little bit of a warning. It feels a little bit regimented in a way. It feels good. I'm getting a good feeling around this. It feels good to be organized and to set up systems for yourself. But try not to lose your spontaneity. There's a huge part of you who needs that spontaneity. It's like air to you. You need to be spontaneous. You need to do things. You need to just get out and click your fingers and go here, or do this, or make a decision like that. Don't lose that side of yourself, because the Emperor is a great side of you, but the Fool side is a hugely important part of you as well. And if you lose that side of yourself, you'll start to become tired, stagnant, unenthusiastic. So give yourself that spontaneity, that breathing space, especially around your work. Don't be locked into things, because if you set up a system where you're locked in, you're going to do everything to get out. You're going to rebel against it, just like the Fool. So just be careful of that as well, if that's what you've been doing. It's a good thing, but just be mindful of that, if that's you. Okay, so the next card you have, you pass the Knight of Pentacles. So again, here's this, if you look at this Knight of Pentacles, he's set up a system. He's quite boring. I'm not saying you're boring, but he's like, he sits there. He's very stable. He's like, right, I've got the way of doing things, and I'm going to do this. And first I do this, then I do that, then I do this. And that's the system, and I follow the system. That's the opposite of you. That is not you. You are not this knight. You are not the Knight of Pentacles. So just remember that. You need to keep things fresh. You need to keep things spontaneous. He is so slow. He's got a plant growing on his head. Who has a plant growing on their head? Someone who sits there and does nothing. I'm not saying you're sitting there and doing nothing, but just be very careful that you're losing that spontaneity. Do not lose that. That's a huge part of you, huge part of your success in all areas of your life. Okay. If that's you. I'm also getting this, it's like, oh, that's finally over. Like it's like something was there. You're waiting for something, like this Knight's waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think you're waiting and waiting for a while. And there was a lot of stress around this wait. And then this was finally over for you. And I think now you're going to come up against a second wait on top of that, if you haven't already. So you might have that coming up in front of you, and you might think, oh, I thought that was over with. Now I've got another wait again. Oh, and so it's not going to feel as anxiety inducing as this first one was. The second wait, it's annoying to have to wait. I know Aries don't like to have to wait. Very, very annoying. But there's no anxiety. So that tells me, if you're not getting that anxious feeling, that tells me that the result of this waiting is going to be positive. If you have all anxiety, if you're stressed about something, if you feel like it's all wrong, then I think you know that that turns out to be not so good. I'm not getting that around this second wait. So if that makes any sense to you, the outcome of that is going to be good. Also with this axe, with this love connection that's been kind of hanging around your energy, how they come across is, I think what happened was they came across as very stable in the beginning to you when you first met them. And then I think they turned out to be the opposite of that. That's what I'm getting now. And I think I'm picking up on this now in this card here, because this card's showing you what you want. What you want now, if you're single and you're looking for someone, you want stability. Now, that doesn't mean you want that doesn't mean you want the Knight of Pentacles. What you want is someone who gives you that anchor, because you're a very dynamic person. You're a very go-getting person. On the inside, you're a very caring person, a very gentle person. And what you need is someone who's stable, someone who understands all the sides of you, every facet of you, and they let you be yourself. So they anchor you, they're your rock, they're there for you when you need them, but they're also there to let you go and do your own thing as well, and they support you in that. That's the kind of person you need. That's absolutely what you need. Now, if you are single, I just want to say that this person's absolutely out there. I'm seeing that they are getting closer to you, and I think they're going to be there for you very soon, probably in the second half. Sorry, so not the second half, the first half. Yeah, they're totally the opposite from this axe. Absolutely the opposite. If you're hanging on to this old energy, and I think you might still be, Obviously, that has to go first before this person comes in. But it might be that you're so bowled over by this new person that you lose that right away. I don't know. But yeah, that there is still this old energy around, but there's new coming in, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm seeing that here. Okay, so the last card you have here past, the Hierophant. Okay, this is interesting. Look at this. You know, he's wearing red. This is exactly what I was seeing in the Knight of Pentacles, because I was seeing your vulnerability that's on the inside and this dynamic person on the outside, and not many people see the inside, and this person's going to see all of you, and that's showing me that again here in this card, because he's wearing red on the outside, you know, passion, dynamism, forcefulness, all that, and white on the inside, purity, you know, honesty. That's how you really are on the inside. So a lot of people don't see what's on the inside. They only see the outside. They see the boldness, they see the strength, they see the passion, all that kind of thing. And this person who's coming in, this true anchor that's coming into you, they're going to love all those different things about you. They're going to know all of that. They're going to understand the inside and the outside as well. And they're absolutely going to come in. They're going to be your anchor. I keep on seeing this word anchor. Anchor. Now, they're not going to change you. No one can do that. But with this anchor, because I'm seeing this anchor, and that's what they are to you, they're going to be your anchor. The word anchor, it can be a bit of a difficult word for Aries, I think, because it has these connotations of being tied down, forced down, held back, stopping you. But that's not what a true anchor is. A true anchor brings you support, brings you stability. That's what this person's going to do. They're going to be a true anchor. They're not going to hold you back. They're going to be your stability and let you be yourself. They're going to let you have that freedom. They're going to let you breathe, because freedom's breathing to you. That's what I was seeing in the Emperor. You need that full part of you, that freedom part of you. And that's what they're going to let you be. They're going to let you be yourself. It's coming to you. This person's coming to you. It's absolutely fantastic. It feels like your heart's a little bit locked at the moment, maybe more than a bit, because I'm just looking at these beautiful, you can't see, I'm just going to lift that up so you can see. There are these golden keys just in front of this Hierophant's feet there, and they're crossed. So you're locked at the moment. No one's coming in. No person is coming in to you. And it takes a very, very special person to unlock you with those keys. You're not going to give them to anyone. This person's going to get the keys. They're going to unlock you. And it's going to happen in the first half of the year. I'm seeing that again. Yeah, you're going to be unlocked, whether you like it or not. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to be unlocked. Okay, so the first card you have for your present is the Seven of Swords. Yes, horrible. No one likes this card. Okay, so, this might sound a little bit strange. I'm getting this, and I see this a lot in your readings. I get this feeling a lot in your readings. It's like, okay, I've got what I've got. You know, I've got my apartment, house, things, whatever I've got. Now, they're all mine. This is mine. And I've got this little fear around me. It's this big fear that everything will go tomorrow. I could lose everything. Someone could steal them, like this man's stealing things. Everything could go and I'll have nothing. Now, I have to tell you, if this is how you're feeling, I am getting a feeling of security around you. I'm not getting any of that ever happening to you, but there's this fear that you have inside yourself. And I see it all the time. It's like, oh, I might lose everything. Now, I have to say that part of you, if you do feel like that, part of that works really well for you, actually. It pushes you. It's like, oh, I have this fear. I have to keep pushing myself, pushing myself, pushing myself. That's what that fear does to you. It works well for you, actually, in that way, because it forces you to keep thriving and striving for things and doing things. So on a practical level, it actually works for you, I've got to say. But emotionally, you always have that bit of, oh, I'm exposed, I'm opened, and I'm sitting here waiting for this big disaster to happen. Look at this card, there's a tent. just on the right-hand side of this man. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. And that's where he's stealing the swords from. He's stealing them out of this tent. And it's open. The tent's wide open, and that's how you're feeling. It's like, I'm wide open. Something could happen to me. And also, tents, they're temporary accommodation. They're not permanent accommodation. So it's this feeling of, oh, it's all temporary. It can go tomorrow. I'm so exposed. So I can tell you, if you feel like this, it's not going to happen. Firstly, I can't see this happening. I just can't see it happening. And you're a smart person. You're a resourceful person. I think you're always going to have a little bit of that feeling around you. You're always going to have that because it does push you. And I actually think without that feeling, if you lost that feeling, you didn't have that feeling there, you wouldn't feel like yourself. You might even start to feel like, oh, I've lost my drive. I've lost my push. What am I going to do? I'm not myself. I'm not going to be able to do anything. So, you need that. That's a part of you. So, if you do have that feeling of, oh, I'm exposed, I'm going to lose anything, just know that you're not going to lose everything. You're not going to lose anything. It's like adrenaline, and it's what keeps pushing you forward. Doesn't mean a disaster is going to happen. It's like, this is the feeling that pushes me forward. So just recognize that. Just go, oh, that's that feeling that pushes me forward. That's what that is. I'm not going to lose everything. That's just that feeling. Runners get that feeling. Sprinters, runners, they have this adrenaline. It's like, oh, I have to keep myself pushing and pushing and pushing. It's a slightly fearful feeling. Doesn't mean they're going to lose, doesn't mean they're going to fall over. They just have that pushing them, and that's what gets them to the finish line. I'm also getting this, again, I'm getting this person in this. I'm getting this person. This is your rock again, coming to you, your anchor, your rock, your stability. Okay, this is how I'm seeing this in this card. Look at these two swords outside the tent. They're stuck in the earth. They're stuck in the stability. They're together. Two people standing together in the face of everything else. People that come and say nasty things, come and stab you, do things, whatever. They're with you, standing next to you, no matter what happens to you. They're there, and you're both standing in the earth. You're both standing in the stability. So, here they are again. They're going to calm you. They're going to let you be yourself. So again, get ready. They're coming in. The other thing I'm seeing about this person is they might be a different culture to you. They might be, because I'm just seeing someone introducing you to new things, different cultures, maybe new foods, things like that, maybe even a new language or something. So it's going to be really interesting and stimulating to you, because I think an Aries needs that kind of newness, that stimulation, that interest, and they're going to give that to you as well. So that's another interesting thing I'm seeing here. Okay, so the next card you have, your present, is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I don't know if there's some kind of work connection between you. I don't think you're going to meet this person at work at all. I think this is a totally new person. You don't know who they are, but they're going to be open to talking about work. They're going to be like a soundboard for you. You're going to be able to say, so what do you think about this if I did this? Do you think that's a good idea? They're going to be very honest with you. They're going to give you good feedback, and they're going to be that, again, stability for you. So I'm getting that as well. That's very, very positive. I'm also getting in this card, there's some kind of partnership coming up for you, and I think it's coming up early in the year for you. I think you're going to partner up. I don't know what kind of partnership it is, but it's something. It might just be someone doing some work for you, and you do an exchange. I know this is Three of Pentacles, but I'm seeing two people here, you and someone else, but there might be someone else that comes in later and helps with something, I don't know, because usually it's three, but I'm only actually seeing you and someone else. But it's some kind of, it feels like some kind of a business thing or something like that to me. And when you first start up, I think you'll do a lot of hard work to begin with. You'll set this up, and then I think it might just sit there for a while, and you might think, well, nothing's happening. So don't drop this, don't lose this, because I think that's when some kind of profit is going to come in. It's going to take time, but then it's going to be quite steady, slow and steady. So don't think, oh, this isn't working, I'm going to throw this in the bin, I'm going to throw it away in the rubbish bin. Don't do that. Keep it up, keep it going, and just keep on with it. Just keep it ticking along, and in the end, I think it's going to be good for you. So don't despair. Don't be impatient around that if you know what that is. Okay, so the last card you have your presents, the Eight of Cups. Okay, this is interesting, because obviously, the usual interpretation of this is leaving someone behind, leaving the emotions behind, walking away, all that kind of thing. And yes, it does mean that. I'm seeing travel in this card. I'm seeing that this is maybe about this person who's coming to you, this love connection from a different culture, maybe even a different country. I'm seeing travel around this. So it might be that you travel with them. It might be they travel to see you. I'm seeing someone going around, like this man. I'm seeing him walking off, going around, coming back again, and he comes back toward these cups. And these cups to me represent refreshment. So you'll be coming from this travel, or they'll come to you, or you'll come to them, and you are going to feel refreshed and emotionally refreshed when you see them, and they're going to feel the same about you. Also very passionate. You've got the red here that he's wearing, and you've got nighttime as well with this moon here, so you're going to have lots of passionate times at nighttime. That's what I'm seeing. Now, that's what I'm getting as well. There's a little bit of fear here. I don't really want to call it here fear. Well, that's all I can really think of. That's the only word I can think of to describe this. It's kind of like, it's a little bit of feeling overwhelmed, and I think that might be how you feel when you talk to them, when you're around them. You might be tempted to be a little bit on and off, maybe backwards and forwards, because I'm getting this, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this feeling. It's really the feeling that they give you. It's going to be a fantastic feeling. It's going to be like a flying feeling, like a high feeling, beautiful feeling, very, very positive. And, I think this feeling of flying for you, I think it's going to take you some time to get used to this, because you're just not used to this feeling. And it's going to be a little bit like, because I'm thinking about flying, that analogy, and it's going to be like, you're learning to fly. It's like you're a baby bird almost, and you'll kind of start to fly a little bit, and then you're like, oh, I'm flying, and then you'll fall back down again, and then you'll start to do it again, and then you'll fall back down again. So I think that's how it's going to be for you, I think, in this connection. It's going to be like, oh, I'm excited, and oh no, I don't know if I want this. So backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of apprehension on both sides here. And I don't normally say signs, but obviously stability is everywhere here with them. Pentacles are everywhere here. So obviously an earth sign, I think that's what they're going to be. And yeah, they're going to take their time to make sure that you're what they want, because that's what happens quite often with earth signs, I think. But their feelings toward you are going to be super clear. Very, very obvious. You're not going to doubt anything. Very, very, very beautiful. I love this for you. Absolutely love it. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Nine of Swords. Yes, horrible. Horrible. No one likes this card. Okay, so this is a little bit complicated. I'll try and explain this to you. I don't think this is about you. Okay, very complicated. I'm seeing some secrets here. I hope you understand this. It's a bit complicated. Secrets, I'm seeing stories here, made up stories. I think someone's been telling some stories. I don't think they've been very honest with you. And I think you've always suspected something around someone, that they're not all that honest with you. I'm seeing still, this is very, very strange. I'm seeing still words that aren't moving. So not talking, not yelling, not singing, not music. They're words that aren't moving. So it might be writing. It might be typed up words. I actually think what this is it might be that you've taken screenshots of something they've said, because that's what it is, still words. I think they've said something, probably on social media or in a text or a message, something like that. You've seen this and you're like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up to this other thing that they've said over here. It's a contradiction. I don't trust this person. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and just keep it for myself. And I'm going to refer to that later on when I read something else they say, and I'm going to think, okay, no, that doesn't add up. That's the kind of thinking I'm getting. Might not be exactly that, but that's what I'm getting there. Because, if two stories don't add up, either one of them's wrong and the other one's right, or they're both wrong. They both can't be right if they contradict each other. So you've got two contradicting stories, whether you've seen just one of them and it sounds a bit strange, and the other one's going to come later, or whether you've got the two in front of you and you're thinking these two things don't add up. You're going to realize this at some time. You're very analytical in your thinking. And I don't think you're going to say much about this when you first discover this. You might have already discovered this. I think there are some people around them who believe them. But what I'm seeing is, as time goes on, I think people are going to realize what they're like, and they're gradually going to leave, because I'm seeing one by one people kind of scattering and leaving this person. And they're going to eventually be quite isolated, I think, like the woman on this card. She's obviously very isolated. She's obviously very upset. She's all by herself. It's really sad to see that. I hate seeing people in this state. And I don't like using this word either, because people can get the wrong idea. But it looks karmic to me. It looks as if, karma is all about lessons, learning. So if you know who this is, hopefully they'll be able to learn the lesson from this, whatever that lesson is for them. And they'll get some kind of help, or they'll change or something. Okay, I'm seeing something else here. Just watch out for them. Just watch out for a call, because I think someone might call you, text you or something, message you. They're going to ask you for some kind of help. I think it is this person. Because you've got the 8 of Wands here, and I'll talk about that now anyway, right now. So it feels like desperate communication. It feels like someone's very isolated. They're going to send you a lot of messages because of that and because of how they're feeling. Now, there is remorse here, I'm seeing that. But obviously it's up to you as to how you want to deal with this communication and deal with them, because it feels as if they've done something quite serious. And to you, I know, to me as an Aries, if someone contradicts something, or if you don't trust them, goodbye. So maybe you might be saying, no, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to help you. But it depends. I mean, if this is someone very close to you, like a family member, obviously that's different from some other person. So it depends on a lot of different things. But there is that. So just be aware that this communication is going to come in from this person who's isolated themselves.